Chicken here, bring you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, you might be wondering, Chicken, what the hell is that thing on your face? We're going to be taking on Imitation game Blindfolded. So here's how this is going to work, guys. This almost works as like a double blindfold because I'm kind of breathing into the thing and it's like fogging up my glasses. So I'm not really sure why I'm wearing glasses. Like if I'm going to put a blindfold on, like that doesn't really make sense, I guess. But they're already on my face, so I guess we're gonna go with it. So what the plan is here, guys, is I'm gonna do stages 1 to 5 with Zukas, because one, it's just gonna be faster, and two, I think it'll be more fun to use Zukas for stages 1 to 5, because it's not like stages 6 and 7 where they're just gonna get completely melted if I don't like smoke them properly or like walk them over mines or whatever. And then actually we might do it stages 1 to 4. Yeah, we'll do stages 1 to 4 with Zukas, because stage 5 I'm probably just gonna, like, if I don't smoke them properly, I'm just gonna get melted. And then we're gonna switch to Scorcher Tank, because I feel like even Blindfold Scorcher Tank on the Imitation game should probably do pretty well, unless we run up against like 2 Doom Cannon and 2 Grapplers. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna, obviously I have to see the layout, so I'm gonna start the battle, and that, so I'm gonna see the base for a second, but then I'm gonna be completely blinded. Alright, so we're just gonna dive on into it. So stage 1, guys, stage 1. Alright, we got a bit of an idea of the layout, and then we're going in blindfolded here. So I gotta cheat a little bit and make sure I can actually see the troops go down. Okay, so now we're just kind of, alright, so I think I got a flare here. I'm gonna go up like this. Got a barrage there. We're gonna kind of launch it out. Now I don't have any game sound on either, so it's kind of like double. It's kind of like double things going on. So I think I got some shocks out. What do we got here? We'll throw some critters out. The stage must be almost dead by now, right? Artillery on the core. And all right, so how are we looking here? How are we looking here? What is going on? What is going on? Okay, guys, I'm going to try to salvage this just for the sake of time. We're going to throw a health kit down and then lock them onto the HQ. So I guess I'm cheating a little bit, but I mean, if I just throw them out and they just die, like, it's not going to make much of a video of just doing stage 1 over 100 times. So there goes stage 1, guys. We lost quite a few troops. So maybe we'll have to bring out the Scorcher Tanks a lot earlier. I didn't think anything on stage 1 would be able to take us down. I'm not sure if I walked them in front of the flamethrower exactly what happened there. So stage 2, we'll go ahead and diamond them up, I guess. And alright, so stage 2, we'll try to do this one completely blind and see if that actually works at all. Again, I am peeking out of the bottom just a little bit so I can physically see the troop things, because I don't want to just like not be doing anything at all. Alright, so we'll launch out the Zooks like that. Okay, we'll peel that down, and then I think I got some barrage here. We'll kind of layer that around. Can we pick out some shocks, please? Now, I think what happened last time was when I went for barrage, I actually threw smokes down, and I somehow actually caught them under the smoke on the thing. Alright, so how are we looking here, guys? Can I look now? Is it close enough? Are we roasted or what? Okay, alright, so interesting placement for sure. Interesting placement for sure. Alright, so I guess you could say I'm doing this half blindfolded just because I want to actually beat the base as it goes down, but it should be at least somewhat entertaining, I think. Okay, so stage 2 goes down there, guys. Should we bust out the Scorcher Tanks now? We'll do one more. We'll do stage 3 with just Zukas like this, and then we'll see exactly what the Scorcher Tanks can do. Alright, so we're gonna be throwing this thing back on, peeking out the bottom here just to start the raid out. And alright, so we'll cover that up. Okay, so Zukas. This would be much easier with, I should have the game sound going. This would be much easier with that. Okay. Alright, so we want some barrage. Get rid of all these mines. Throw some shocks out. I must be throwing flares when I think I'm throwing shocks, right? Okay, I'm just gonna stop tapping, and I feel like that does more harm than good. So we'll see. We'll take a little hashtag chicken peek here and see exactly where we're at. And we are getting absolutely roasted, guys. Absolutely roasted. Okay, so I'm not sure when I threw that flare to the back, but it's going to be pretty difficult to do anything. It's going to be pretty difficult to get anything done when you just completely flare to the back of the base without healing up your troops whatsoever. Okay, All right, so we got the Scorchers and tanks loaded up here. So we'll bust this out now because I mean, Scorchers and tank, it's gonna be actually somewhat viable doing this blindfolded. All right, so we'll throw the chicken mask back on. We'll peek a little bit at the bottom to get them all down. Okay, so now we're going completely blind here, guys. All right, so what do we want to do, chicken? What do we want to do? What's gonna help us the most? What's gonna help us the most is not flaring to the back of the base. So honestly, for stage 3, we're probably just gonna be better off just letting them go. We'll throw a couple artilleries out here like this. Okay, what do we want next? We want some shocks. Alright, so there's like 7 or so shocks. How are we looking, guys? We have the base almost down yet? Almost down. Okay, completely. We didn't lose a single troop. Didn't lose a single troop blindfolded. There we go. So yeah, Scorcher tank, very difficult to use on the earlier Imitation game stages. Alright, so we'll go ahead and dive on into stage 4. I'm going to peek out of the bottom here for a sec just so I can get the troops down. I'm trying not to look at the base. Alright, so we got the Scorchers down, guys. We got the Scorchers down, and now we're bringing out the tanks behind them. Alright, so I want this to be the artillery, please, not a flare. We'll scooch our way over here. Now, I'm feeling like the HQ is going to be right here, right? That's about correct. Alright, so there's a few artilleries. And what do we want to do next, chicken? What do we want to do next? Maybe throw out a couple shocks on this stuff. How does that look, guys? How's that look? Alright, so we're going to take a little chicken peek here and see exactly where we're at. Okay. Did we not lose any troops there? I'm not sure what I actually did, but this is far from all release. Yeah, I don't doubt that, Herman. Alright, so stage 5, guys. Stage 5. So I'm assuming at this point we're actually going to start losing some troops here. I do see a Doom Cannon while we throw them out. We'll throw the chicken blindfold back on, guys. So I'm kind of doing this just because I thought it would be fun. And second, I said in Crazy Turtle's live stream last night that if he was able to solo the base that he was taking on, that I would do Imitation game blindfolded. So, yeah, I felt like it would be worth doing. Kind of a chickeny idea, I guess. Now, I did see a Doom Cannon when I was putting the troops out. I have no idea what's going on at this point. We'll just throw some stuff down like this. Alright, so how are we looking, guys? Can we take a little chicken peek here, see what's going on? Okay, we look pretty alright. Considering this base had a Doom Cannon, I mean, we'll just go ahead and launch some artilleries out to help with that, guys. And on to stage 6 we go. I think I've only dropped the 1 attack so far, and that was on, what, stage 1? So, I mean, doing blindfolded stages with Zukas is basically impossible, like, even on such, like, easy bases as stage 1 and 2 of Imitation game. Alright, so stage 6, guys. Stage 6, we'll take a little chicken peek here, get loaded up. I'll try not to see the actual base. There we go, okay. So I'm just looking at the beach here. I can't really see what's past it. I see a boom cannon on the right side, but that's just about it. Alright, so we'll throw some shocks out like that. Pull this down a little bit. So next we want a barrage, and we'll throw it right about here, I think. Alright, so how's that look, guys? How's that look? I feel like I don't have much GBE left. Maybe, what did I use? I used shocks and barrages already, so we'll try to load up an artillery over here. And maybe just launch that, you know, into the HQ somewhere in there. Now, hopefully that wasn't a flare. That's the one tough thing with doing this blindfold is if you throw flares in really bad spots, it's like you're basically done. All right, so let's take a little peek at where we're at. It looks like we're gonna be able to finish this. I won't add any more GBE down. Are we gonna do this without losing troops? That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad, Herman. The best bases of the archipelago can be beat without even looking at the game. Alright, so let's see how many green statues he has. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we got 10% left on the hashtag chicken device. So let's go ahead and dive on into stage 7 and see what we can get done here. And I'm kind of mad at myself for forgetting this, guys. We'll launch him out just like that. But I had a really nice hit on Dioxin a few days ago. And I just, for whatever reason, I forgot to show it in the video, but I was super excited to finally get a Dioxin down. It wasn't a solo. There was, I think Gav hit it before I did. And I just, like, literally copied, pasted, followed his attack. So it wasn't any, like, chicken plan or anything like that. But I find Dioxin that just the run on it is, like, super difficult. It looks really cool too, I guess, if you've never seen it done before, like just the way that the Zookas weave in and out of mines. Alright, so how are we looking so far in Stage 7, guys? Are we taking it down a little bit here? What have I used so far? I feel like I've used some shocks and barrages. I apologize if the screen is out. Maybe I should zoom out a little bit more. So do I have a shock right here? Okay, alright, so we'll take a chicken. Oh, chicken, this is not good. Honestly, the way that I feel like I'm doing this, I would probably be better off to just let them go out and then not use any GBE at all, because the way I've been using my GBE has just been like, I feel like it's been doing a lot more harm than good. Now, obviously, I haven't actually seen what I've really done yet. I'm hoping the raids aren't like completely like that one was, where like the HQ is right here and then I'm like zoomed in on this side, because then it kind of sucks for everyone watching. But I don't know, we'll figure it out as we go, I guess. Figure it out as we go. We got 2 attacks left, so we should be able to finish this out as long as we put the troops down. I'm feeling like as long as we have the troops down on this one and I don't really do anything, that we should be okay to finish it out. I think there was still a Doom Cannon up. But the biggest thing for this is just going to be if there's grapplers in the way, right? Because the grapplers are gonna be similar to like a really stupid flare and just completely like take my guys out of the wrong path. All right, so we'll launch a bunch of artilleries right about there. Hopefully that wasn't like in the middle of my tanks or something. And how are we looking here, guys? How are we looking here? I feel like we're almost taking it down. Okay. Alright, so we're not looking too bad. So it looks like I actually did get my artilleries out, which was nice. They weren't like flares to the back or something. We'll go ahead and help out the tanks a little bit here, guys, and throw some barrage down and an artillery. So you could say it wasn't really blindfolded, but like for the most part it was. This guy's name's Tank. That's kind of funny since we use Scorcher tanks for the first time in a while. Alright, so Tank goes down with the tanks. Tanks on tanks. Lost 2 Scorchers, 2 tanks. Curses, I will find stronger bases next week. Even more green statues next week, guys. That is what's coming from Mr. Hammerman. So yeah, we'll go, since I didn't really look at the power stones, we'll do a quick rundown here. So 2 fragments, 3 fragments, nothing. 3 fragments, 2 fragments, 2 fragments and a shard, nothing. That's a pretty crappy Hammerman run. I don't know if I've ever not got like at least a handful of shards with since I put a power stone chance. I mean, before that it was all the time. I wasn't getting anything. But that's gonna wrap it up for the video today, guys. Make sure to let me know down in the comments if you want to see more like goofy, like kind of blindfolded challenges, anything like that. I thought it would just be like, I'm trying to find different ways to actually make Imitation game worth like entertaining and like worth watching, right? Because just do it with like Zookas or like anything else, I don't know, it just seems kind of dull. But anyways, let me know all that stuff down in the comments, guys. That's gonna wrap it up for the video today. Make sure you like, interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Chicken out.